I never thought I'd be telling this story. We used to be friends from university, both about to turn 30. I always knew I wasn't his type, and that was fine. We like what we like. I'm on the chubbier side. He usually goes for taller, thinner women. He's flirted with me before when drunk. But sober? He kept it purely platonic. 2 weeks ago, we were at a friend's party. I saw women there who were exactly his type, and they were clearly trying to catch his attention. But instead, he started talking to me, laughing with me, flirting in a way that felt different. And by the end of the night, he asked if I wanted to come over. I didn't think anything serious would happen, but once we were alone, he was unexpectedly forward. It was intense, and he seemed genuinely into me. There were moments that even felt sweet, like when he caught his breath, resting against me, or when he told me how great I looked. He even asked me to stay over. And then, everything flipped. He suddenly avoided my eyes. We shouldn't have done that. Don't tell anyone. We're cool, right? I have a meeting soon. The car will be here in a few minutes. I was stunned. The whiplash from him acting so interested and affectionate to shooing me out like I'd done something wrong, all in just minutes. It's been weeks, and I still can't believe it. Why didn't I stop things before it happened? I wish I had, because I wanted to believe. He actually wanted me. My girlfriends told me, it's bad enough to treat a stranger like that, but a friend? That's worse. My guy friends reacted differently. They just asked, how much had you been drinking? I'm telling this here because I refuse to send him messages and humiliate myself further. If you're not attracted to someone, you don't have to pretend you are. You don't have to lead them on. Now, I doubt myself, my desirability, my ability to trust when someone shows interest. Everything I thought I enjoyed that night now feels tainted. I don't even know if I enjoyed it anymore, because his reaction made me feel used. I've booked a therapist. I know, in time, I'll feel better. But right now, I just feel confused and ashamed. What do you think? Was this just a misunderstanding? Or was it a cruel way to treat someone you've called a friend for years? If you've ever been through something similar, share your story in the comments. And if you believe no one should be made to feel this way after intimacy. A girl who has always been told she's ugly. Not just hinted at, not just whispered about. I've been told to my face. For a while, I accepted it. It was just part of who I was. But as I got older, I started to see the ugliness for myself. In the mirror, in photos, in people's reactions. And now, I can't unsee it. I know I'll never have a partner. It's already hard enough to make friends. I used to believe a nice personality could make up for it. That being kind, funny, or interesting would matter. But that's not how life works. I'm doomed. And I don't even blame society. This is my fault, all of it. I'm getting older. Life is getting lonelier. And that loneliness, it hurts. I've convinced myself it wouldn't be fair for anyone to be with me. Not when they could have someone beautiful instead. There's even this girl at work. I really like her. But every time I see her, I feel like some disgusting stalker. Like I'm wrong for even feeling that way. I've started to believe I'm horrible inside and outside. An embarrassment for anyone to be seen with. And no matter how much I like someone, no matter how much love I could give, I know they will never feel the same way toward me. Honestly, I feel like my life is already over. I'm just dragging it out. Too much of a coward to end the suffering. But the pain? It's still here. Every single day. Do you think someone's looks should decide whether they deserve love? Or is there always a chance for someone, no matter how they see themselves? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this story touched you, hit like, subscribe. Married to a man 5 years older than me. We've been married for 1.5 years now, and I can't help but feel something is missing. It's like my husband is here, but emotionally, he's somewhere else. I don't feel loved. I don't feel cherished. I don't feel connected. The thing that keeps eating me alive inside happened the very first time we made love. It took us 4 or 5 days to finally try. I was struggling with vaginismus, and I remember asking him if he was facing the same awkwardness, if this was new for him too. That's when he looked at me and said words that shattered my heart. This isn't my first time. I froze. My mind went blank. And then the thoughts came rushing in. I remembered the boy I once rejected because I wanted to keep myself for my husband. I thought I was saving something special, but here he was, looking me in the eye, telling me it didn't matter. And then, almost casually, he said, "What did you think? That you'd get a virgin partner?" That hurt, more than I can explain. Yes, he told me in our very first meeting that he had a girlfriend before, but I was naive. I thought, maybe that means he knows how to treat a woman's heart. I tried to tell myself it wasn't a big deal. I tried to be mature. I told myself, if he loves me, I'll forget everything. But here's the problem. It doesn't feel like he loves me. There's no excitement, no sweet gestures, no dates, no moments of affection. Sometimes I feel like I'm in his second marriage, like he's already given all his love to someone else. Even when he's sitting right in front of me, his eyes are glued to his phone, not to me. It's been more than a year, and I still can't forget. Sometimes, I even imagine him naked with another woman, and it kills me inside. I've told him. I've begged for even the smallest gestures. "Let's just walk in the garden together," I said. But nothing. Nothing changes. So here I am, wondering if this is what my marriage is going to feel like forever. If you were in my place, would you try harder to make it work? Or would you walk away before it's too late? Share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think. And if you love hearing real stories like this, hit subscribe so you never miss the next one. My daughter, who's just 16, came to me and said something that shook me to my core. She told me she wanted to come out to her dad. Now she's been out to me for years. I've always loved her. I've always supported her, without question. But I hesitated, because I knew how her father felt. He's been very vocal about being against the LGBTQ community. Still, I told her, if you're ready, I'll stand by you, no matter what. And then it happened. When she told him, he completely freaked out. He started yelling, calling her a disgusting slur over and over again. He even used it this morning like it was some kind of joke. At one point, she tried to talk to him. She begged him to love her for who she really is. And do you know what he did? He slammed the door in her face. I can't even put into words how much it broke me. Watching my baby girl standing there with that look on her face, shattered, heartbroken. And at that moment, I knew I was done. I can't stay with a man who treats his own daughter like this. I even called the police last night because we were terrified. But they said they couldn't do anything since nothing physical happened. Can you imagine? Now he's mad at me for calling the police. He's not speaking to me. But honestly, That's not a punishment at all. He can hate me. He can ignore me. But what I will not allow is for him to treat my daughter like she's less than human. I don't know exactly what today will bring when she wakes up, but I do know this. I will protect her. I will love her. And I will never, ever let her feel alone. If you were in my shoes, what would you say to your daughter in this moment to make sure she knows she's loved and safe? Thank you for listening to this confession. If this story touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you want to hear more real stories like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Confession Chronicles. Your support helps us give a voice to those. And right now, I feel completely shaken. I need advice, because I don't know if I went too far or if I just saved myself from something dangerous. You see, my wife and I have been married for 4 years, together for 7. She's 49, and for the longest time, she has always been kind, thoughtful, and loving. Every single morning, she makes me coffee. It's our little ritual. I always saw it as a sign of love. But lately, that coffee has been making me feel different. For the past few weeks, after drinking it, I'd feel dizzy, nauseous. Sometimes my hands would shake. I kept brushing it off, thinking maybe it was stress from work or something I ate. But 2 days ago, something happened that made my blood run cold. I came home early, and I caught my wife in the kitchen. She was standing over my coffee mug, dropping some kind of powder from a small, unmarked vial. It wasn't sugar, it wasn't creamer. It looked strange, like medicine, or something worse. When she saw me, she quickly slipped the vial into her pocket. Her face went pale, and her voice trembled as she said, "It's just a new coffee mix." But she couldn't even look me in the eye. That night, I asked her calmly to explain. She told me it was a natural supplement, something to help me feel better. But when I asked why it had no label, why she hid it from me, she had no answer. And I'm not going to lie, I felt scared. Because those symptoms I've been having, dizziness, weakness, stomach problems, are not normal. So I asked her to leave. Not permanently, but I told her to stay at her mom's house for a few days while I figured out what was happening. She broke down crying. She told me I was overreacting, that I was breaking her trust. But my gut was screaming at me that something wasn't right. Now she keeps texting me, begging to come back, saying it was just a harmless herbal energy boost she found online. But here's the thing. If it was harmless, why hide it? Why couldn't she just be honest? I still have the vial, but I haven't tested it yet. Honestly, I'm too nervous to. And here's the truth. I can't sleep. I keep checking the locks on the doors. I feel paranoid in my own home. Update. After thinking it through, I finally called 911. They said they'll look into it. I'm also heading to the hospital because my symptoms haven't stopped. I still feel dizzy, weak, and sick to my stomach. And my wife? She's still messaging me saying I'm making a big deal out of nothing. But my gut tells me something's wrong. And until I know the truth, she's not coming back here. Am I overreacting? Or was I right to send her away? Would you forgive someone after something like this? Or is this a red flag that can never be ignored? This story leaves me with one chilling thought. Sometimes, the people we trust the most are the ones who can hurt us the deepest. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Here's my story. I'm 19 years old, and I've been with my boyfriend, who's 20 for a while now. Things were going okay, until something happened that completely shook me. The other day, He was snooping around my room. Yes, snooping. Going through my things when I wasn't even there. And that's when he found something. My vibrator. Now here's the thing. I was completely honest with him about it. I told him I hadn't used it since we got together. Honestly, I had even forgotten I still had it. It was something I bought before our relationship ever started. But instead of brushing it off, he got angry. Really angry. He told me it felt like I was cheating on him, that he felt betrayed just because I owned one in the first place. And even though I explained everything, even though I offered to throw it away, he still told me he might break up with me. I'll admit, maybe I didn't handle it perfectly either. I told him he was acting like a child, and that this wasn't nearly as serious as he was making it out to be. But now, he's ignoring me, refusing to answer my calls, shutting me out completely. And here I am, stuck, wondering what I could possibly say to make this better. What do you think? Is my boyfriend right for feeling betrayed by this? Or is he completely overreacting? If you were in my shoes, how would you handle it? Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever dealt with something similar, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments below. And if you enjoy hearing real-life stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next one.